Hey, it's Mark, and we're in dream season apparently, because they're coming fast and furious as it seems the last few days. But I wanted to go over this one that I had just last night. And I'll read it through, talk about what the message is as well. So here we are. It's my family. We're at this stadium. It's one level of bleachers. It looks like a football field. You can read along here. I'll kind of talk it through. Everyone, it's full. It's not like a huge, massive like NFL or even a huge college stadium, but it's a decent size. And everyone's waiting for something to start. And but there's no indication that it's actually a football game because you don't see anything like that other than a stadium. And so we're standing at the top with lots of other people all around. I'm not sure the time of the day, might have been, early evening along there. And then all of a sudden, this is when the exciting things happen. These clouds just roll in super quick, just within a matter of seconds, just massive, kind of darkens the whole area. And then this whirlwind or clouds that begins to descend onto the field, like it would be to my left as I'm facing it. And orientation would be, I didn't get a picture of what it would be from my perspective. It was more like we were sitting in the middle, or we were at the middle of this side of the field looking out. So that's how everything is oriented in the dream. And so I feel like it's the Lord is coming down in the cloud. Now, I never see Jesus or anything like that, but it was just like this knowing kind of thing. And during the dream, all of this was very vivid and overwhelming. It seemed real, and so it was like we were awestruck. And I explained it as like some dreams when weird stuff happens, it's just a dream, and it's like everything else. It's normal, but in other times you have dreams, and then something happens, and it seems like it's real life. So if something astounding happens, you will be astounded. That's kind of the context here. So the clouds are billowing on the ground now, and it's taking up about a third of the field. All of a sudden, Sid Roth walks out of the cloud and begins proclaiming a message. Now, I didn't hear what he said, but he was speaking. Then I noticed 6 or 7 quote unquote people standing on the sideline that would be closest to us. So look at this video or this photo here, it would be like they're kind of standing spread out across the sideline. And they seemed like they were dressed as superheroes. Now I got my Marvel shirt on, just so happens, but I knew they really weren't superheroes. But they had colorful suits on. And at first, when I saw them, they were normal size, and all of a sudden they're way bigger, like 20 feet tall. Now my daughter, like, hey, just like exclaimed, like, "Oh, they grew up! They grew up, right?" And I was like, "No, that's not what happened." So contextually, I figured out it was like it was like a transformation, probably more than like what she has observed in the moment. The last part of it was there's a horde of shadowy figures that are like flying over from like where I was standing, the right side, and began to descend on the field. And you couldn't see any detail on them, like literally they kind of seemed like they were made of shadows, and they were like the size of a man or smaller. And then that was the end of the dream. So the thing, this will really tell you that the name of supernatural battle playing out before us. So Sid Roth is key, and why is he that's central to that as far as like in the middle of everything that happened, is because it's supernatural. This is what's going on in front of us, what we're observing around us. The feel of the dream, everything, it was just like it's supernatural. So we have what's setting up and going to be playing out before us as well. Now they didn't line up to battle or anything like that, but you have these people on these warriors, superheroes on the sidelines that are like standing at attention essentially, and then these other guys coming in, and they're starting to come down too. But it's like a showdown of sorts. It's one way you could potentially describe what was going on, even though we're kind of left, a cliffhanger there. as a dream ends before any real action takes place. But I think that's kind of the deal. Like sometimes when dreams like cut off, that can be symbolic of this is about to happen. Like the next thing is this, what's going to be playing out before us as a supernatural thing. And so that would be what I would describe the dream is that, yep, supernatural battle is playing out before us. So there you go. We'll catch you up next time.